In 2018, guys, I was working anywhere between 80 to 100 hours a week as a detective. I end up getting burnt out. You get older. You have many personal reasons why you want to change your why. Guys, I had bought the house, the dream house. I have lived in the best neighborhood. I had bought the dream car. I was able to take care of myself. I was able to take care of my family. But here's the thing. I was living the American trap. I told myself as an adult, guys, what am I doing? I'm working all the time. I'm working all the time. And it's just like what Warren Buffett says, guys. If you guys don't make residual income, you will die working. It goes right into the question, how many of you guys want to be rich? And if you said me, now you have to ask yourself, what have you done to move the needle in 2024 to make you rich? Guys, it's another weekly live here inside of Cashless ATM for Beginners. This is your host, Paul Alex, founder of merchantautomation.com. Guys, it has been a long day, but we are finally here. I've actually been waiting for this the entire day, guys. And let me go and tell you exactly how my day went, okay? From going to talk to about 3 to 4 merchants today, to talking and actually mentoring 4 different mentees that hit me up, all different kinds of situations. And I know John Sarabia knows exactly what I'm talking about. And if you guys don't know who John Sarabia is, you guys will know who John Sarabia is. John Sarabia, he's one of my business partners in the merchant services industry, which is what we like to call cashless ATMs, the credit card terminals. And he's the wealth of knowledge, but I'll get into that in just a minute. On top of that, I had to do a podcast that went over about an hour and a half, which was always supposed to be 30 minutes, but the guy liked my story so well that he was like, dude, keep going, please, right? So I was just like, all right, dude, let's go, right? Let's bang this out. And then had to get ready and just write. It's a lot of writing, guys. If you guys don't know behind the scenes of being a full-time entrepreneur, it's very similar to, I like to say, police work, because a lot of people think that police work is all adrenaline rush situations, and you're just arresting people and you're driving and you're doing all this crazy stuff. But in reality, 98% of police work is all report writing, which is something that I actually speak highly about, is that it actually made me enjoy how to write and the power of words and the power of reading. And this is going to go right into my first lesson. The secret strategy that we're using to dominate merchant services right now, guys, convenience. Keyword convenience, okay? And the only reason why I know this, guys, is because I have become an expert in business. First, I was an expert in sales because I did that for 6 years, became a sales manager, started training a bunch of folks, made my first 6 figures by the age of 22, started buying real estate every 3 years, the American dream, right? And then at the age of 25, I went ahead and I was just like, you know what? Sales is not fulfilling me anymore. Let me go into law enforcement. And guys, when I talk about a weird time in my life, that was a weird time in my life, okay? I went into law enforcement. I wasn't militant. I wasn't prepared to get yelled at. I was just like, hey, man, I just want to change my life and I want to help people. And that's what I did, right? So I went to go do the job. And then I learned. But how did I learn, guys? How did I learn? Once again, I'm going to use the word convenience. I used the best of the best in my team, meaning in my patrol squad when I went out there and I was a rookie cop. And I paid for coffee every morning to the best officer, and I would pick their brain. Why? Because they would share the knowledge that I wanted to know to become the best. So I ended up becoming a convenience fee, me paying that coffee every morning to learn knowledge, to expedite my knowledge of becoming a better officer, but not only a better officer, but the best officer. So I want to ask every single one of you guys right now watching this, how many of you guys and I want everybody to be transparent. I want you guys to drop the number of books you have read this year. And I'm actually going to go ahead right now. You guys are going to see my phone. And I'm actually going to tell you exactly how many books I have read already this year. If you are serious about leveling up in whatever it is that you're trying to do, either in life, either in your happiness, either in your wealth, your health, you would self-educate yourself. And you are doing yourself a disservice if you're not. So I want a transparency check right now. I want every single one of us to keep each other accountable, because you're in this group for a reason. You're in this group to level up. Just like I say in my podcast. If you guys listen to my podcast, I'll drop that link down below in just a minute. But what I'm telling you is, this is a reality check. It's 2024. How many of you guys have lived the exact same year, multiple years? I have. In my 20s. Guys, I'm going to go into that in just a minute. It's more of a psychology of actually self-educating yourself so you're able to level up and you're able to change your environment so you're around people that are doing better than you so you're able to level up to their standard. And then you keep going up and up and up the ladder, guys. So I'm going to tell you exactly how many books I read. I want every single one of you guys to drop how many books you have read this year on self-educating yourself regarding something new, regarding something you like, just books in general, guys. All right, let's go ahead and share those numbers with the group. All right. And there you go, guys. Just put mine down, okay? 2 books. 2 books. It's not a lot. It's not a lot, but this is a transparency check for everybody. So you're able to say, damn, he's right. I need to step up my game. I need to level up. Guys, how many of you guys want to be rich? Let me ask you that. How many of you guys want to be rich? I want to see you guys actually interact with this. How many of you guys want to be rich? Go ahead and comment me if you want to be rich. Some people may not want to be rich. Some people are just comfortable with their life, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm not calling you out. But what I'm saying is, every single one of you, if you're on here for a reason. You're here for a purpose. You're here with intent to make residual income to help you in your lifestyle, to buy you options, right? So I want to see how many of you guys here want to be rich. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and comment me, because guys, I have done decent in business, but there's levels to the game. There's levels to the game. And if you're not leveling up every single year, you're doing yourself a disservice, because we're only getting older. The next 5 years will be here next year. Let me repeat that one more time. The next 5 years will be here in 1 year. So, the little scenario that we did, where I said, how many books you guys read? I want to make sure that you guys were actually involved with this, because it goes right into the question, how many of you guys want to be rich? And if you said me, now you have to ask yourself, what have you done to move the needle in 2024 to make you rich? And this is a transparency check as well. And it's not to call anyone out, but in 2018, guys, I was working anywhere between 80 to 100 hours a week as a detective. I was one of the most hardest working officers in my department. And I can say that proudly because I was. With that being said, I end up getting burnt out. You get older. You have many personal reasons why you want to change your why. Guys, I had bought the house, the dream house. I have lived in the best neighborhood. I have bought the dream car. I was able to take care of myself. I was able to take care of my family. But here's the thing. I was living the American trap. And when I was living the American trap, I told myself as an adult, guys, what am I doing? I'm working all the time. I'm working all the time. And it's just like what Warren Buffett says, guys. If you guys don't make residual income, you will die working. Let me repeat that one more time. If you don't make residual income, you will die working. I actually read an article a couple days ago where there was a 65-year-old woman who sold her house because she lost her job, has no savings, and is working at the age of 65. Had to move in with 2 roommates to just make it. Guys, I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't know how I would feel as a man or as an adult if my mother had to still work at her age. She's my why. My family's my why. My future kids are my why. My future wife is my why. So every single one of you guys have to have a strong why besides money. Because I'm telling you this right now, many of you have leveled up throughout the years, just like me. And I congratulate you for that. Because life's hard and you have to choose your hard, which is tomorrow's episode on my podcast, guys. I had to throw that in. But with that being said, we want to expedite the success that every single one of you guys want. Guys, it's about working smarter, not harder, right? So if I was to tell you, I came from the ATM industry, and then as a second company, I went and I saw the vision of my mentors to start investing into credit card terminals. That should tell you something. I had already built a multi-million-dollar business within the ATM industry. Mind you, guys, I get asked this 24/7. Paul, was it ATMs that initially made you a millionaire? In full transparency, guys, I was already a millionaire on paper before I started with ATMs. And it's all due to hard work. That's it. I used to work 80 to 100 hours for majority of my law enforcement career. I saved my money. I invested into real estate. I was buying properties every 3 years in the Bay Area. And if you guys know California, real estate out there is not cheap. I bought my first real estate property in 2008. I never rented. I rented in San Diego. That was the only and first time, guys. After that, I've owned majority of my life. So I understand when it comes to the daily grind. I understand when it comes to having a why because you have a family. I've had many coworkers and friends that had kids at a very young age, and I see them struggling. I used to see them struggle. I used to see them complain. I used to see them sleep in their car for 2 to 3 hours between shifts for 5 out of the 7 days out of the week. I even had a friend that lived in Utah where he would have to fly into the city of Oakland to work 7 days straight. So he's able to take 5 days off to fly back to another state. So he's able to afford the necessities for his kids. Could you imagine that, guys? Could you imagine that? The sacrifices that people make every single day. And this is why I do what I do. Because there was a bigger calling than what I was doing in law enforcement. I had to help other people because I saw people not suffering just on the streets, but also where I was working. So the secret strategy that I'm going to actually explain to you guys, it's actually going to help quite a few of you, okay? And what I want you guys to do is I want you to hold all your questions to the very end of this lesson. There's 3 lessons here. We're going to talk about the secret strategy that will make you residual income of credit card terminals. We're then going to talk about how the credit card machine business can actually make you financially free. We've already have results of clients, which we started back in February of 2023, which have became financially free off of this program, this exact program that I'm talking about. And then the third one, how my company was able to actually obtain over 80 locations within 1 year, guys. We were able to do that. Our competitors, mind blown, where they're like, dude, what's up? They're in my DMs every day. So with that being said, guys, let me go ahead and get started with this. Okay, so the secret strategy right now that is dominating merchant services, guys, I need you guys to listen up with this, okay? For many of you guys that are already clients, you guys already know what I'm going to talk about. It's what we specialize in our company called Merchant Automation. But for many of you that are beginners and you guys have been invited by other friends, this is called the cash discount program. What makes this different from your standard credit card machine, okay? Because every time that I tell people, hey, I launched a business regarding merchant services, which is credit card terminals, the first thing they tell me is, Paul, every business has credit card terminals. How are you competing with the big dogs, Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America? And it's a very simple answer, guys, that I'm going to break down to you. The reason why we're able to actually compete with the big dogs in the game with credit card terminals and businesses nationwide here in Canada is that we are a smaller company. So when people ask you, okay, and it doesn't matter what niche or industry you're in, what makes you different? This is a very simple question that I answer every single day. Paul, what makes you different? And I'm going to give you a flat out answer. Guys, what makes every single one of us different is our unique story. Okay. In 2024, people are no longer buying from corporate America. In 2024, it has been proven, there's stats behind this, that now the markets are going towards more influencer marketing, personal brands. So if you're somebody that has a story about how they came up in life, if you're a person that was just like me, a regular person that has some type of success within a niche or a business, every single one of you guys can actually do what I do very easily. The only thing that's holding you back, and I know a lot of you are actually going to go and you're going to be like, I knew that, is your mindset. That's it. It's your limiting beliefs inside of you. Because for many of you, you guys have been around people that do not believe in you. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but it's the truth. For many of you, you guys have been around family members, spouses, friends that want you to do better, to do good, but not better than them. And that's the reality of life. I've had to learn this in my 30s. The one thing that I could tell you guys is with this strategy can actually make you wealthy. But if you don't want to become wealthy and you just want to become financially free, we can accomplish that as well. So the definition of financial freedom, guys, it's being able to work less or the exact same that you're doing right now, but you're able to generate more cash flow. And that's the whole purpose behind what my companies do. That's the whole purpose behind what every single one of my employees do when they work for me, is we want you guys to be successful, so then we become successful as well, because we are a team. And that's what it comes down to. So the strategy that we harp on and we tell people, we have gotten massive results, not only for our company, but for dozens of clients. We actually have over 400 clients year to date now. Believe it or not, guys, within 1 year. Most of our competitors, they read that online and they get furious because they're like, how are these guys dominating our industry? And here's the thing. We have a vision, we know how to execute, and we have leaders. With great leadership comes great execution and great results. And that's what I learned from my other two lives. Remember, I was in corporate America. I was in law enforcement. And now I'm a full-time entrepreneur. But I'm still a blue-collar guy that understands folks. And I understand you guys. So what I have to tell you, okay? If you guys have any questions, please drop them down below. I got my teammates in the comments right now, actually there to assist you with any questions you guys have about this as I'm going through the lessons. Me, myself, I'm actually going to answer the questions as well so I can help you guys understand this system. Also, I want to make sure that we provide value in this group. That's all this group's about. It's about value. It's about you. So if you haven't gotten a free PDF guide regarding the actual introduction of the company and also what I'm talking about, which is our secret strategy that has to do with cash discount program, please go ahead and comment PDF now. Comment PDF down in the comments below, guys. And I see Sarah from San Jose. I see Peter from Washington. I see you guys. Rudy from NYC, the Bronx. I love the Bronx. It has really good food. Love it, guys. Carolina from Colorado. So comment PDF down in the comments below, guys. And my guys will reach out to you. You have Mike, Josue, and Yuki there to help you guys out, okay? The second thing I want to actually provide for you guys is a free course, okay? We don't sell information, flat out information like that, guys. We actually help people build businesses. We want to expedite your results. So if you wanted us to help you expedite your results, then you would come to us. We will help you build your business. For information, I actually want to provide the information for free. So we have a mini course within the group. It's actually, because I'm not tech savvy, guys, I'm not social media savvy as well. We're going to go ahead and navigate that for you. So my team will go ahead and drop the link if you guys go ahead and drop the comment course. And that's going to be COURSE, comment course. And we'll give you access to this course absolutely free. So in your free time, it takes about 30 minutes and you guys are able to go ahead and actually watch the videos, watch it as many times as you want. And if you also want a copy of this replay, okay, go ahead and comment replay. We'll also give you a link to this and we'll notify you for upcoming lives as well, okay? All right, so to continue with the cash discount program, let's go ahead and talk about strategy. So the strategy behind this is that we know it's a big blue ocean. And let me explain the terms when I'm talking about big blue ocean. Big blue ocean in business means that it's a massive opportunity for the masses, guys. So think about it like this. If you guys were able to get into the ATM, which is the automated teller machine industry 20 years ago, okay, when it was the gold rush, and you guys were one of the first ones to put thousands and thousands of ATMs in the United States, how many of you guys, okay, and there's actually a question, how many of you guys would have jumped in and invested in that? I mean, I would have, right? I did, but I invested it only 6-7 years ago, okay? But if it was 20 years ago, guys, all of us would have invested into ATMs because we know that there's ATMs everywhere, okay? So here's the logic behind this. Think of this exact program, the cash discount program, as being ATMs 20 years ago, okay? And that's what it is, guys. My job as more of a visionary guy, because I tell my guys, I was like, look, guys, I'm not the best operator, but I am a visionary guy. I know how to do startup companies. I know how to run them. I know how to get them going. And then I hire smarter people than me to run them. That's it, right? So exact same concept with this. When my mentors, John Sarabia and Robson, came to me, they were like, Paul, there's a massive opportunity right now with this service called the cash discount program. You need to build something similar like what you have built for the ATM industry. When people hear ATMs, people think of ATM together. Whenever they hear of ATMs, I always get mentees going, hey, it was weird, man. I was at this convention and I had my ATM set up for this small event. And a couple guys came up to me and they were like, hey, dude, you own the ATM? They're like, dude, we follow this guy on Instagram, the ATM guy. He used to be a cop and he runs like this massive ATM company. And they're like, dude, that's my mentor. Guys, literally, that's the type of text messages I get. It's surreal sometimes. I'm just like, whoa, right? And but think about it like that. That's the vision, guys, that I'm giving you. So essentially, you guys would you be able to create your own massive credit card machine business in 2024, because this is only going to grow. And you guys are going to start seeing it all over the United States. I'm telling you right now, guys, it is booming. Okay. I've already been interviewed by so many news stations, guys. I have another 6 news stations all over the United States that are asking for an interview, but I can't fly everywhere at the same time. So I have to spread it out throughout the years. So you guys are going to see it in your state. You guys might see me on TV and you'd be like, yeah, this credit card machine. You're going to be like, dude, we should have listened to Paul. He was right. And that's what happened when I started the other venture with ATMs. When I was first initially as a solo entrepreneur, guys, coming on here like this. And I remember when I was living back in the San Francisco Bay Area and I had my office, I had to try a level loft, right? I was in my office and all you see is just like writing on the walls because I had whiteboards all over it. And I was just like, guys, this is going to blow up. And people were just like, yeah, we're about it. But there were some people that were hesitant. And then what ended up happening is that 2 years, a year later, 3 years later, we get those same people now jumping on the boat. But guess what? If they would have started a year, 2, 3 years ago, guess what they would have been? They possibly could have been one of my teammates. That's what ends up happening, guys. We usually look at the best clients with the best like performance record, just like anywhere else, just like in corporate America and just like in law enforcement. And you take the best of the best. And guess what? You offer them opportunities. So imagine if you were keen on sales. Imagine if you were keen on management. Imagine if you were the best in customer service, maybe in your career, in your job, and you're looking for an opportunity. How many of you guys would want to work side by side with me and my team? Guys, people that have worked one-on-one with me, dude, they completely changed their lives. I wish I could say like, yeah, guys, I'm going to tell you exactly how much every single person has, but people don't like to disclose that. Okay. People don't, sometimes I don't like to disclose that because, you know, it's dangerous. The internet, from weird people out there. But at the end of the day, you know, I got to show the proof. I got to show the social proof. So I got to show the receipts, right? Anyways, with that being said, guys, okay, the cash discount program is what started all this. And ultimately, it's a simple pitch just like this. Hello, Mr. Business Owner. How much do you pay in credit card processing fees? They're going to go ahead and they're going to tell you, hey, I pay roughly anywhere between $200, dude, we've even heard $1,500 a month. Okay. Imagine that. You're paying $1,500 for credit card processing fees. And then you go and say, okay, well, what if I'm able to wipe out 100% all your fees? Wipe out all your fees. Would you want that? The first thing they're going to tell you is how. Because they're going to think it's a scam. Something that sounds too good to be true. More likely it is. Yada, yada, yada. Right? Well, here are the 3 pillars that I always teach my mentees. I teach my sales team. I teach my leadership teams as well. Foundation, value, and education, guys. You cannot fail with those 3. If you guys educate yourself, especially from people that are already doing this in the 7, 8, and 9-figure level in merchant services, guys, there's no way of losing. The only way of losing is if you do yourself a disservice and you do not actually pay attention to the material and the advice that we give you. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, it's actually building that foundation with the client. So, guys, when you guys, let's say for the married folks right now, when you met your spouse, okay, the very first date, you guys are on that date and everybody's like on their best behavior. You probably got your best outfit on, you got your smile. You're just like, man, like, you're asking them every single question on the book, right? Well, guess what? What are you doing right there? You're building foundation. At the end of the day, people don't get married with people they do not know, guys. So, same thing with merchants. You are essentially getting married with them in business when you're going ahead and you're offering to process all of their revenue through your credit card terminal. They are giving you so much trust in their business that they have to like you. Okay. And that's where a lot of people fall short at. Believe it or not, they might be the most intelligent person. They must be the most outgoing, but they just simply give up because they don't figure it out that they have to build foundation. And that's what we teach people. Build foundation. Be able to go ahead and actually mix your personal brand, who you are, not your companies, but who you are as a person, and go ahead and build that foundation, build that value by offering to wipe out all their credit card processing fees, and then educate them. And the education portion is easy. And the reason why I say it's easy, because we give it to you on a silver platter, guys. Not only do we give you the knowledge so you're able to have easy access from your phone or computer, but also, what if I was to tell you, if you guys had access to my mentor? What if I was to tell you, you guys had access to an actual sales team that has done this for several years? Many of you guys are probably like, where do I sign up? Right? But no, in all seriousness, guys, this is also the main reason why we've been able to get 80 locations within 1 year. This is also the main reason why the people that are actually working with us, they are the top 1%. And if you're getting it, you're locking down accounts, guess what? You're going to get tapped on the shoulder. You're going to get tapped on the shoulder. And I'm going to say like, hey, man, come work with us. Come work with us because you're driven. We want you to be part of the culture. And that's just what it is, guys. So the secret strategy is the cash discount program. We're wiping out 100% of the fees for merchants nationwide. We're working on Canada right now. But nationwide, we're wiping out all the fees, guys. And wiping out all the fees, number one, you're coming in as a hero. You know why? Because you are breaking the limiting beliefs of every single business owner out there, especially old school business owners, right? And you're telling them, you're educating them, you're providing value, telling them, hey, there's another way that you guys can save thousands of dollars a month, but even a year. How would it be if you were able to invest another 10, 15, 25, 30, even $50,000 a year back to your business? How would that change the dynamic of your business? Would you be able to hire more employees? Would you be able to use that for your children's education? Would you be able to go ahead and actually leverage that for marketing so you're able to get more business? At the end of the day, guys, there's so many benefits to the secret strategy that we use. And the reason why I say it's a secret strategy, guys, because the general public doesn't know it. The general public doesn't know it. I didn't know about this back in November of 2022. Imagine that. I was already running multi-million-dollar business. I didn't know this in November of 2021 or 2022. And I was just like, dude, this is amazing. Amazing. And I wish I could have started back then. And I was just like, dude, I just don't have the time. I don't have the time. I don't have the personnel. I wish I could duplicate myself so I could have a twin. But I waited a little bit. And then in February of 2023 is when I finally, boom, got in. Got in. A year later, guys, this is where we're at. This is where we're at. You guys see all the results. You guys see the social proof. You guys see the testimonials. For many of you guys have probably seen my ads where I'm like, hey guys, make money with credit card terminals. And then you see one of the testimonials. Guys, it's all real. It's all real. We get people that actually say like, dude, that's not you. That's artificial intelligence. I'm like, bro, artificial intelligence is not going to copy me smiling on video, bro. Like, it's not going to work, okay? Get it out of your head. Level up. Come join us if you want, and we will help you level up. At the end of the day, it is what it is, okay? So That's the secret strategy right now to credit card terminals, guys. It's a gold rush. It's what ATMs was 20 years ago. And I'm telling you right now, if any of you guys were to get in the next 3 years and you keep going and you stay disciplined, guys, you guys are going to be well off. Okay. That's the way I see it. That's the vision. Everybody's in it. We're heading the game and we're moving forward, guys. You guys are going to see. Okay. So hope you guys like that lesson. That's the secret strategy, cash discount program.